Touching is good, my friends. Welcome back to ZZZ 2.5.
It's a tragic day. This
Yeah.
is the saddest day because this is where the Game Boy line died.
Yeah.
It really died for the DS. What does DS stand for?
Dual screen.
What a stupid name.
All right.
So here we are, rating on the DS line. Not the 3DS. We just did the 3DS. So DS line goes all the way up to the DSi XL.
Yeah, so we only have with us the original DS and the DS Lite. So DSi fans, I'm sorry I don't have one here, but we can.
Yeah,
talk about it.
I know. We know a little bit about them. I know a lot of the
I've held
changes,
them.
Yeah. So aesthetic, man, I hated the DS.
The original DS,
the clamshell one.
So I really apologize about this one. This one's actually not mine. It is mine. I own it, but I got it from a yard sale, and so it's a little
beat.
Yeah.
And that's actually a problem that people had, was the hinge was really bad on it.
It sure was. It features a directional pad, the power button, which is right here for some reason. A start, select, 4 button setup. You got an L and an R.
Stylus goes
Stylus
right
back, power, which is not the same as 3DS.
Or DSi. DSi is different too.
Yeah, DSi is different too. You have your slot 1 for your DS cartridges and slot 2
for Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance.
Only Game Boy Advance.
No color,
nothing
no original.
else.
Yeah.
I did not like the game or the DS at all. I liked the next one.
Yes.
The DS Lite. Oh my god.
This is the one that I got, and
I had a black one.
This one's a little bit worse for wear. I gotta get it. Clean up the yellow. Oh my gosh.
I love this one right here.
I love the logo on the front, which is
So
emblazoned.
sleek.
And then you open it up, and it's tight. It's the same setup. The power button is now a push. Oh, it still works.
Yeah.
And
I just love how everything.
Picto chat.
Best thing. Yeah. No, the DS Lite was just such better system. And I didn't buy the DS when it first came out, but I bought the DS Lite the day that came out. And one of the things I bought immediately was the I think we might go over the peripheral on it, is the internet adapter.
Ah.
And that was sick. Got to go on the internet while I was working at Burger King at the time when I was 16.
And so the DS and DSi XL were both also very good. They definitely made these systems more sleek. They used like more of a matte finish.
And then they also, so the DSi XL, they also took out the port for Game Boy Advance. They had a camera on the front,
yeah,
as well, and I think it had built-in Wi-Fi to connect to the internet.
These have Wi-Fi?
Well, no, you need the adapter to go to the internet. It has Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, no internet browser.
Yeah, for that
Yeah.
you're able to use full internet browser through Opera.
Yeah, no, this thing is very cool. I mean, if I had to rate any of them, but even the DSi, the DS Lite is my favorite aesthetic.
DS Lite is the best aesthetically pleasing thing they've done.
It's so good. I love how slick the edges are.
Yeah,
it's
like,
smooth. It feels good.
It fits great in your pocket.
I really wish this one I had a new one, because this one's like all gunked. It's because I used it. This is my console.
Yeah, that's why I got a black one, because when I saw the white, I was like, oh, it's gonna get broken.
It sure did. I can't say much bad about it.
Yeah, no. So and it's such a good upgrade from the original one.
You know what's something weird about the 3DS in terms of it being an upgrade from the original, like compared to 3DS? It also doesn't have to have so many bells and whistles that it becomes so complex. It's just simple.
Yeah, it's just everything you need.
It's good.
It's very good. But yeah, that's where they changed back, because it was the SP charging port used on the DS original, and then they did their new charging port, which I was a pain.
Oh, well, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 because the DS Lite got me into it, like that for the DS series.
The light and the eye were so well done. I give it.
I love the colors that they did and the satin matte finish for the DSi's. They're pretty.
So, portability wise, they're very similar to 3DS. They're ready to go. This thing was a mess though because of the hinge.
Yeah, the hinge was the worst part.
You could not bang this around.
And then they switched it up. On the next one, the hinge was still bad on the DS Lite. It did break, but it was much better.
Yeah.
And then the DSi fixed a lot of the problems where you see into like the 3DS.
The DS Lite is so portable. This thing is.
Yeah.
It does have as big as the Game Boy Color butt. It is
a little thinner.
It's a little thinner than the butt. All right.
but
it's
fits
good.
fits
Good.
in well. There's no like the buttons and screen are protected, and
Yeah.
that's a huge thing.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it fits really smooth.
Wow.
The advanced didn't fit in your pocket well. Like the SP was just like another wallet, where this is just it's longer and a little thinner. I really like it. It fits really well in the pocket. Forms with the body.
10.
Yeah. No, I really like the DS Lite.
I'm keeping on a nice 8.
Yeah, I think it's the best portable.
Gimmick. All right. So the gimmick is 2 screens. One of them's touchable. As a gameplay mechanic, did you like games that use the touchscreen?
So the first 2 games I bought,
Yeah.
for the DS Lite was Resident Evil DS and Phantom Hourglass.
Yeah.
So one game you didn't have to use the bottom screen really at all, besides like a special mode, and the other one you had to exclusively use the bottom screen.
Correct.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was like they obviously fixed a lot of stuff, and then they stopped using a lot of the touch thing for the bottom for like main games.
Okay.
Like for main mechanics, like of movement and stuff like that.
I agree. I think it was still varied all the way up through the end. Like a lot of stuff was relegated menu wise to the bottom. Like the DS games, the DS Pokemon games did it really well by having the battle mechanics down there.
Yeah.
Games like
Well, you didn't have to use that, but I'm saying like the games that forced upon using it was kind of rough.
Yeah. I mean, so there's things like the Mario 64 mini games. Do you remember those?
Sure.
Mario 64 DS or new
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. Mini games where like you like draw trampolines and stuff for
Yeah.
Mario to bounce on. I thought that stuff was so cool.
Yeah, like I just don't like it as a main mechanic for the entire game. That's what I'm getting at. Like Star Fox Command, you have to use it for most of the game, the bottom screen to draw.
Same as Phantom Hourglass Spirit Tracks,
Yeah,
where
I don't like that.
it damages the screen real quick.
Yeah, I just don't like those kind of things, but I do like seeing a map and being able to draw stuff on it and like being able to like quick use things or just using my thumbs. Like that was cool.
It's very good, I think, as a something to aid gameplay, but not as the main gameplay gimmick.
Yeah, it's that's where like when I saw the 2 screen thing, I was like, okay, cool, but it really just it added more things that weren't needed.
Yeah.
But like some of it was a necessity. Like just seeing your menu was cool, I guess. But yeah, I didn't care enough.
Let's watch a video. The DS commercial 1. Touching is good, I bet. Oh my god. Whoa.
What's up, Reggie? No. 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 That is the worst commercial. That is awful.
Not only is the worst,
That is awful.
the Virtual Boy was worse.
That's awful.
It showed the system. It did show no video
It
games.
showed no video games, and it was just a horny lady asking you to touch it. Touch it. Touch it.
Touching is
Like,
good.
no, there was nothing about that commercial that was good. It really wasn't good.
I don't think it was good. It was a teaser.
It teaser to what? Like making loud sounds. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are like, "What the heck are all those sounds?" Teaser to what? Just touching people? That was a bad trailer. That was real bad. As a promo trailer of the first one to sell a console that killed the Game Boy? Bad. That's not the worst. But boy, that's bad. The release.
What came out on the DS at launch? I'll tell you what. We had Asphalt Urban GT.
Feel Magic XYXX? Feel the Magic.
Madden NFL 2005.
Metroid Prime Hunters First Hunt Demo.
Spider-Man 2.
Super Mario 64 DS.
And then the Herbs Sim in the City. So Mario 64 DS was the launch title. Everything else didn't matter.
Yeah. You know, I didn't buy, like I said, I didn't know a lot of people who bought the DS when it came out, but I know everyone bought a DS Lite when that came out.
Yeah, no, everybody was so apprehensive about the DS, I think, at first, because they thought, that was weird. And eventually they figured themselves out, especially when Pokemon started to drop.
Yeah, once they started putting they put Diamond and Pearl over, and those were bangers. But boy, what a bad release.
Because Mario 64 DS isn't even an original title.
Yeah, like there was no good pack-in that truly showed off what the console was about. So like with the Game Boy was Tetris. It's like gaming on the go.
Yeah.
And then just you had other really good releases alongside that, or extensions onto, like you had Pokemon. But this, you had nothing. You literally had nothing probably for the first month or two.
Yeah, I'm not wild about it. I'm sorry.
I love the DS Lite, by the way. Like, I am the biggest fan.
Power-wise, now this thing, what was it up against?
PSP.
Oh, yes, the good old...
PSP could play all the Nintendo, NES, or
it was an emulator.
It was the best emulator thing, and you could listen to music, go on the internet, download everything. I love the PSP, and I still like my PSP a lot. And the PSP was really popular over here, too.
Yeah.
I knew a lot of people who had one, but I knew a lot of people who bought this just for Pokemon. And you might be seeing a trend now as the Pokemon machines.
So I feel like the PSP was the entertainment system.
It really was.
This was the game console. Because the PSP had, from what I understand, very few great games. They had some good games.
They're good games.
They had Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
Yeah. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core.
Dissidia.
Crisis Core in Dissidia. And then they had... you were able just to do a ton with that. Like, they actually just did their own format, the UMD,
UMD discs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full movies and stuff like that. Like, that was really cool. But yeah, no, it was just more catered toward, and this is like, they really started heavily catering more just to kids.
This thing had Picto Chat. You could chat with your friends.
We did that in class all the time.
Oh, can I lump in with this the ability to do DS download play? So
yeah.
If you are the only one of your friends who had a good old copy of Mario Kart DS, you could let everybody else play Mario Kart DS. They have to play as a shy guy, but as long as you are the one person with Mario Kart DS, everybody can play with you, no matter if they have it. As long as they have the console, they're in.
Yeah. If the game supported it, you're good.
Yeah, and I think that's impressive, and I think that should be commended because not many other systems did that. And I think that this thing is not powerful. The graphics on it are dated when compared even to the PSP.
Yeah.
And
I think like the one thing that kind of gives it up, like it's as powerful as the PlayStation 1 because it was able to play a lot of, because Resident Evil was a PlayStation 1 game and it played it very well. Like, it's a very good game still. So it is powerful from like older stuff and did a really good job. So I like it, but it's against the PSP.
You can play the Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Against the PSP though, like, it does not really stack up for power. And that screen was so big and pretty on it.
A nice 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree.
Peripherals wise, this thing came out with a Rumble Pack eventually for the, and these things fit into the Game Boy slot.
Yeah, headset, which they have their own proprietary little notch thing too.
Yeah,
you can plug in normal headphones too, but they have this little attachment thing. The DS browser, which I owned, thing's sick.
It was it was an Opera browser.
Yeah.
Which was weird. The Poke Walker, which was
the best walker, like, pedometer ever created.
I think it was invincible.
For Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That was a pack-in title.
Yeah.
And then the wireless key block.
Which nobody cared about. Yeah, some decent accessories. I mean,
none of them were
necessary
at all.
No, none of them were saying
I got the Rumble Pack because I bought the Metroid Prime Pinball, and it came with it. And that was it. I didn't buy any of these accessories.
No, I never bought a single one of these.
I don't even think I bought a third. Well, I did buy one third-party accessory, Action Replay.
I did buy an Action Replay.
Yeah, I think that's the only third-party. I didn't even buy a case for it. I really didn't need a case.
Yeah.
The Advance was probably the last thing I bought a case for because the SP was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of 3DS-y where it's like it works. You don't really need anything else.
Yeah.
It's okay. Top 10 games for the Nintendo DS.
Ooh, some games on here. Why is that so high?
The first one
Why is that one so high?
The first one is New Super Mario Brothers.
Why is Nintendogs number 2? Why is Nintendogs number 2?
There's so many versions of it.
I don't understand. Mario Kart DS.
And third. And fourth, we have Brain Age.
Fun game. Number 5, Diamond and Pearl. Pokemon.
6, Black and White. Pokemon.
Number 7, the second age of brains. Brain Age 2.
Number 8, Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Oh, this is the best Gen 4 game ever.
Yep. Then we had Animal Crossing Wild World.
And Super Mario 64 DS.
Once again, we're seeing a very similar thing as the 3DS. Mario, Pokemon,
Some other first-party games.
and Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And then Brain Age for some reason.
Brain Age was fun.
Brain Age is good.
I really liked them.
I don't know. There's a lot of other DS games out there. Like, you know, I don't know. Layton was even on there around that time. And
Yeah, no, I didn't put.
we were touched.
I did not buy a ton of games for this console. Like I bought my Pokemons, I bought Resident Evil, bought a couple other little things. I not download some stuff, but I did buy some like smaller games. Bought Myst for this. This list is okay. I mean, there's the trend. You see the trend. You're going for Pokemon, but this is the last time that I probably bought a console mainly for Pokemon, because the 3DS I didn't buy it for Pokemon. I bought it for all the other stuff that was coming.
Yeah.
Because they put like Resident Evil Revelations and stuff like that. A lot of other like just console games. So this is a good list because these are some of the last games I purchased.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I'm all right. I'm mediocre on it.
I didn't buy New Super Mario Bros. Or Nintendogs.
I had Nintendogs. And lastly, the nostalgia factor.
I love this thing.
This thing is it brings back a lot of memories. It has a lot of nostalgia. And here in the year 2019, I don't really think about it because I think of 3DS and DS games all as the one unit.
Yeah, it's just we play the newer version, but that thing when that first hit the shelf, that was the coolest thing ever.
Everybody wanted one.
Yeah, like if you had one, you were sick.
I still want a new one. Like look at I'm
I know you're probably gonna go to eaststarland.com.
No, I will not. I will. Please buy my shirt.
Please buy our shirts so we can get some more stuff. Yeah, I really love this console. Like I said, the first two games, like the first Zelda game I completely beat was on my brand new DS Lite.
Like the number 6.
All right. Wow, release is so sad.
Let's add them up. 101.
I accept it.
Do you have any star? You want to give that star?
I'm not giving a star.
All right, I'm out. So we're sitting at 101 for the Nintendo DS. Good console. I appreciate and love my Nintendo DS every day. I actually don't, because I don't think about it, because the 3DS just kind of absorbed it.
Yeah.
Fully.
Very much did.
But I like the DS. It's a good console.
What are your thoughts? Do you like it?
Leave your comments in the.
Are we harsh? Were we correct? Do you agree with us? Let's try now. So let's show a quick breakdown of what's in first. Game Boy Color, highest, best 3DS.
Then
second.
3DS, then DS.
DS.
Yep.
Cool.
And here's a shirt that we were talking about.
Please buy it.
Oh my god.
Please buy our shirt. Please, it really helps us out.
Only 2 left in the box. What are you looking for? What do you want?
I want the best console. Game Boy Advance. We did it.
Game Boy Advance.
Next time on season 2.5 of
ZZZ. Oh, Sorry.
Bye.